Anyway, me and Kurt went on a hike today. The first real hike I've been on in a couple of years. Now that I'm back in shape. And the last hike I went on was a couple of years ago, and it was with Kurt. And so I told him, the one spot I have my heart set on and going back is a secret spot of the petroglyphs at Redstone. It's a very intimate, private spot that few people know about. But anyway, the reason I'm uploading this video is there was something funny that we encountered. Okay, now let me click through some of the pictures. First of all, you notice these two rocks up here, that in the rocks, in sandstone or whatever, a lot of times rocks end up looking balanced, like they were placed. Okay, now the rock in question is this one. But first I'm going to click on some pictures of the hike. But see right here, right there where the pointer is, the rock in question is that one. Okay, it was in an obscure place. We were off to the side. We were hiking into a relatively secret spot, and plus going in an oddball way up on top, and we encountered this, which I've never noticed before. Okay, so anyway, keep that in mind. So I'll just go through the pictures. I don't want to show that one yet because that had the feature in it. Okay, now there's a balancing rock at Redstone, and there's what do they call them? The mountains out by Valley of Fire, whatever they are. In other words, we're on the opposite side. Valley of Fire is on the other side of these mountains. These are overthrust. This isn't uptilt. It's overthrust. And there's Bowl of Fire, or part of it, over there. But see, there's this thing here. So keep that in mind. The rocks do often end up looking like they've been placed or balancing. See, there's that rock again. Okay, well, there's Kurt in the slot. We're working our way into the secret spot. In the slot, in the slot, in the slot. And you really have to jam through there. If a fat man went through there, he couldn't make it. He'd have to go back. In the slot. Now he's down on the sand in the amphitheater of the secret place. There's Kurt. Here we're in the secret spot. Now here it is kind of from a distance. These petroglyphs here, this amphitheater, this inner chamber of this area is nice and sandy. It's right where they would trap the rams. That is what they did. They trapped them. They came up from the various ravines and they bushwhacked them. So that's what this is. This is a very great, relatively secret spot. Now I tried to tell Jay Chuck about it, but he couldn't find it. He either didn't look or he couldn't find it. It is hard to find. But anyway, so let's go through the slides. There's the petroglyphs are there. So in other words, this is a distance view, kind of. Closer. There's some petroglyphs. I mean, it's pretty weird, the stuff they put. I don't understand it. Closer up. There they are. There's some nice ones. See that? This is a very, like I say, very intimate, private spot with pools of water. And when I've gone in there, or we've gone in there, there's never been footprints or nothing leading to it or inside. Okay, now I'm going to go, okay, here's a couple of the tanks of water. Here's one, here's two, there's one below. It was the lighting was harsh, part gets burned out and then part's in the shadow. It just so happened that these two tanks of nice water were both in shadows. There's Kurt looking at the lower tank. There's all three. There's one, and there's several more down there by the petroglyphs, but they were dry. Okay, there's one, and there's the upper one. Very nice, good tanks that always have water in them. Okay, so now let's click off that. I wanted to show you some pictures of the hike. Now let's look at this. Now, I swear to God, this is not a joke. Okay, this is not a joke. Okay, there again is a picture of the feature, and there it is, right there, that little thing there. In other words, when I see something weird, I don't just take a close-up. You don't know what the hell you're looking at. You're only looking at a close-up shot. So I took this from the distance as context. Okay, so there it is. There's Kurt, and there's the feature. This thing right here, I swear to God, I can't believe it. He was going ahead, so he saw it first. And he goes, look at this. I go, what? So I took a million pictures. But anyway, that's Kurt. His hat says Air Force because he's retired fighter pilot from the Air Force. He started out in F4s and then went F-15s and F-16s. Okay, but anyway, there it is. Okay, now he says, we inspected it and we go, okay, we have to make a realistic judgment. Okay, he decided it's natural. I say it looks natural. Okay, see the shape? Yes, it's a funny shape. You think I don't see it? Of course I do. But I feel that it's geologically impossible. Okay, now we're up there. There was no footprints around there. We were an obscure place we kind of blundered upon to begin with. Okay, so there it is. There it is. There it is kind of from the side. Kurt in the background for context. There it is from, I came up from down here and came up like this. And now I'm looking back at it, taking pictures from all directions. So there it is. Okay. It looks natural. You see these stripes here of the sandstone? And you see the stripes here of the sandstone. It looks natural. There it is from a distance. And there's the award-winning picture with Kurt, and here's the feature. Okay, what do people think? You know, I don't know. I say geologically impossible, but it could be natural. Okay, that ends this video. I want to upload this right away to see what people